Okay, so today we are also working on a review sheet for tomorrow's 100-point test. The test, just to give you a little information, looks just like this review sheet. Same directions and things of that sort, hoping that you really know what to do tomorrow, okay? So, starting out, I'm going to work just one of each section just to kind of get the kids started, and later I'll finish the video, okay? So right now, the first set says simplify each expression by combining like terms. Listen, when it says simplify, you can't solve it. We don't know what x is. We can only combine the things that go together and make it look what I call prettier. So, the one thing that keeps getting some of y'all is this. The symbol is in the front. So that's a positive 8x. That is plus 3x. That's a positive 3. So that is 11x. And then that minus 5, you just get to bring down because it doesn't have anything with it. You're combining like terms. Okay, when you go to number 4 section, you're solving each equation. To solve an equation, we are trying to figure out what is the variable. So like this first one, what is k? Well, since it says 4 times k, we need to do divided by. We need to do the inverse operation. What we do to one side, we do to the other. These get to go away, leaving us with just a k. And 24 is equal to 6. So I have just solved it. Solving it. They want the variable. Yes? You can use paper on your test, yeah. Okay. But number 6 is divided by 3. What's the opposite? You got it. You got it. Okay. I'm going to go down to these. These are the ones that are like last night's homework. Listen. Determine which number is the solution of the inequality. Show all your work. This is that longer section. Now, we didn't put brackets around these, so look. That semicolon means that these are the ones that you're testing. There are 3 numbers you are testing for each problem. Okay? You're testing those 3 numbers. So, what I would do is I would copy the problem. I'm going to kind of put it over here a little bit just to have some room. I'm going to fill in. I'm going to start with that 6 right there. I'm going to put 6 where that variable is. And I'm going to see if it is true.
Pardon the interruption. We are about to have a fire drill. When you hear the alarm, please exit the building quietly. Thank you.
Love a good video with a fire drill. I'm going to pause it now and go for fire drill. Okay, so it is working. We came in from our fire drill. Here we go. We still got a good 20 minutes in class. So I had been working on number 7. Here we go. I had filled in the 6 and figured out that 3 was greater than 2. Since that was true, I need to put a little check mark and circle the 6. Okay? Now I'm going to go in and try that 7. You have to try them all, even if you know the answer already, because you are proving your work. So is 2 greater than 2? No, I'm not going to circle that one because it is not. Now I'm going to do this last one. I'm going to do this 8. Copy the problem. Fill it in with the 8. Do the math. Is 1 greater than 2? No. Okay, so my answer is just 6. Okay, yes.
Where did you get the X from?
It's just I'm sorry, I know it looks weird. It's just telling you that that one didn't work and that one didn't work. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not a variable. Okay, the next part. Let's look at the question, and it helps you to know what to do. It says, is the given value a solution of the inequality? Look at it. It says, is basically that value, T35, T is 35. Is it a solution? So, if I fit in 35 right here where T is, and I complete the math, I get 41 is greater than 40. Is that true? Yes. So you write a yes. That's all I need is just a yes. Don't worry about anything else. Just a yes. But I need to see the work of why you chose yes. Is that good? Making sense? Okay. On 13. Yes, you got to write it all down every time. Okay, on 13, all they're doing is asking you to use this inequality. T is greater than 250. So which week is the ticket sold greater than 250? And then you write down week this and week that, or whatever, however many weeks there are. You're using an inequality to answer a question. And honestly, this is like pretty real world, because if you were working at a shoe store or something and your boss walked up to you and said, "What days of the week last week did you have the most sales?" You should be able to look at your numbers and say, "Okay, well, I sold the most on Friday and Saturday." And that way your boss could figure out maybe they need more workers those days or less workers the other days. This is actually some real world stuff. So, okay, writing an inequality. This is from Monday. We did a whole front and back worksheet. Okay, when we write them, we are looking at what I call words or a sentence. We're going to pick out a variable and a number and a symbol. So, it says their profit was no more than $86. I'm going to do P for profit, 86. Okay, and if they say no more than 86, yes. There's your fancy words we need to find. So, it is up to 86. Can it equal 86? Yes, because no more than that, but it can be 86. It just can't be more than that. So we're writing inequalities. Okay. On the back, just to show you a few of these. These are easier than probably the front. Okay, graph each inequality on the number line. This is simple graphing, guys. If A is less than 8, find the middle of the number line, put an 8. I realize you may have to squish some numbers in. Okay? You need an open circle for that less than sign at 8. And if A is less than 8, we're going to shade the less than side. That's all you have to do on this part. Okay. This is a question just like the homework from 2 nights ago. The donations, I'm going to put D for donations, using the number 1,500. I need a symbol between there to go with the words failed to reach. Okay, now to number this number line, it is kind of weird, I'm not going to lie. You're going to need, I had to turn the paper sideways. I'm going to put 1,500 and and then kind of go up and down. So 1,501, 1,502, whoops, 97. Okay. And then you would pick how to graph that thing. I'm going to leave y'all with that part. You got to figure out what symbol and how you would graph it. Listen, start with 1,500 in the middle, 1,500. Then you need to go up, 1,501, 1,502. Okay. Now, these last 6 are what we did last night, solving the inequality. When you are solving and graphing, you are trying to tell me what is H on this first one. So, if on this side with the H, there's a -9. The opposite is +9, or the inverse operation. H is greater than 22. Right? Okay. Now, we're going to put, I'm sitting there questioning myself, making sure. We got 22 needs to be in the middle. Do the best you can, trying to fit in the other numbers. Yes, write in at least 2 other numbers on each side of 22. Then, I need an open circle. And if H is greater than 22, I need to go to the right. Okay. Now, I'm going to leave you to try to work on this. It is due tomorrow. It's homework, but it's good review work. Okay, so the kids have been kind of working on this. What I'm going to do is start just working the rest in case anybody, they could watch the video. I'm going to start with this one. Now, there is a 5A and a 2A. This is a positive 5A, and this is a positive 2A. Okay, symbols in the front is what we're looking at. So, that would be 7A. Okay, this is a negative 3B plus 10B. If I'm at a negative 3 and I add 10, I am at a positive 7B. Positive 7B. Okay. Looking at the next one, I got 3F minus 2F. We do variables first. That would be just an F. It's like 1F, but we drop the 1. And that is plus 5 because it is a positive 5. If it was negative, it would have a negative symbol in front of it, but it doesn't. It's positive. Okay, go into the next section. When we solve an equation, basically our goal is we're trying to get this in by itself. Well, it has a 9, a positive 9 with it. We need to get rid of it by subtracting 9 on each side, leaving me with n equaling 5. Okay, circling that. If I'm solving for this one, it's got r divided by 3. Well, honestly, the opposite is times 3. Leaves me with just an r equaling 36. Okay. Do the opposite. Do the inverse operation. Okay, determining which number is a solution. Here we go with number 8. We are basically fitting in this 13 where n is, and we're going to figure out which ones work. Okay, I'm going to start over here. 32 minus n is less than or equal to 17. Okay, now I'm going to fill in my 13. Okay. 32 minus 13 is 19? Yeah. Yes. Okay, 19 is less than or equal to 17. Is that true? Nope, it is not. So, that would not be one of our answers. Now I'm going to try the 14. 32 minus n is less than or equal to 17. So, I'm going to fill in the 14. And that would be 18. Is 18 less than or equal to 17? No. So I'm going to put a little X there. Okay, now I'm going to try 15. I'm going to copy the problem again. I realize it's a bunch of copying and working stuff out, but it's just part of algebra world. Filling in 15. I get 17 is less than or equal to 17. And that is finally true. And so I can circle n equaled 15 up here. That is my answer. Okay. There could be 2 answers. There could be 3 answers. I just have to test them all. Now I'm going to do number 9. I've got 16 plus j is greater than or equal to 29. Okay, 16 plus 13 is 29. Is 29 greater than or equal to 29? Equal to. So I'm going to circle it. Okay. Now I'm going to try the 12. Okay. Whew, handwriting. 16 plus 12, 28. Is 28 greater than or equal to 29? No. Right? It's less than. So, I'm going to try 11. I got to just try it. Make sure. So I got 27 is greater than or equal to 29. No. So my only answer there is 13. Just know that tomorrow there could be 2 or 3. And you've got to show all 3 problems. If there's 4, you got to show 4 problems. Okay. Now I'm going to solve numbers 11. It says, is the given value, there's your given value, m is 16, a solution to the inequality? So, if I take, right there, 16, and I put it where m is, okay, I get 16 plus 16 is 32. 6, 12, yeah, 32. Is 32 greater than 40? No, it is less than 40. Something's up. So, it is a big fat no. Now I'm going to do number 12. I got x is 9. So 9 times 9 is greater than or equal to 80. 9 times 9 is 81. Is 81 greater than or equal to 80? Yes, it is greater than. Good on that one? Okay. This one, basically which ticket sold would be greater than 250. Which weeks? Well, we've got the week of week 2 and week 3. Okay? 2 things that were greater than 250.
Are we checking this tomorrow?
Okay, we're checking it tonight. Check tonight
Oh, yeah.
with the video. Yes. Okay. I'm going to pause it and finish this thing in a second.
Oh, yeah, we have.
I am now going to finish going over this. Number 15, when you write an inequality, you first find a variable. I'm going to use M for members and a number. So if it says members is at least 12, there's your keywords. That means it is 12 or more. So it is at least 12 or more, the members. Okay, 16, the large dog show is for dogs that weigh 100 pounds or more. I'm going to do D for dogs, 100 pounds. Variable doesn't really matter. You might do W for weigh. Okay. It says that weigh 100 pounds or more. So, it can be equal to 100 or more than 100. More than 100. Okay. Looking at the back. Here we go. Graphing the inequalities on a number line. You would number this one, -4 in the middle somewhere. Remembering how to number in the negative side. It's kind of backwardish. Okay, I would put a closed dot at the 4, and since it says less than, I need the left side. Okay. 7 is less than or equal to H. I'm going to flip this thing. We always need our variable in the front so that H is greater than or less than 7. I probably said it wrong the first time because I didn't realize the variable's on the wrong side. So flip it. We need 7 in the middle. I need a closed circle at 7. And if H is greater than it, I need the greater side, the right side. Number 20, I'm going to put N in the front because it should be N is less than 4. Okay, I'm going to put a 4. I need an open circle at 4, and less than means left. Okay. On this one where it says donations, if they failed to reach 1,500, that means that the donations were less than 1,500, but they didn't reach it. They didn't equal it. They failed to reach it. So, D is less than 1,500. I would need an open circle, and less than would be this side, the left side. Okay, coloring it in. And in solving, when we solve, we are looking for what is H, what is Y. So, what's with the H is a plus 7. I need to do the inverse, which is minus 7. Leaving me with H is less than or equal to 5. 12 minus 7 is 5. So, I put a 5 in the middle, go a few up, go a few down. I need a closed circle at 5, and H is less. I need the left side. Okay. On the next one, this means times 7. So the opposite is divide by 7. Y is less than 5. So I'm going to put an open circle at 5, and if it's less than, I'm going to go to the left. Okay, last couple here. Getting N all by itself, I need to plus 9 it. Leaves me with N is greater than or equal to 26. So, 26 in the middle. I'm going to put a closed dot at 26, and N is greater than 26, so I'm going to shade it all in like that. Okay, 3 times N means the opposite is divide. Now, be very careful on this one. N is in the back side. I need to flip it. I need n in the front. So it says n is greater than or equal to 8. That helps to make sure that our graph is graphed correctly. I'm going to put 8 in the middle. I'm going to put a closed circle. And if it's greater than, I need this side. Greater than 8. And then 27, if it's divided by 7, the opposite is times 7. Leaving me with x is greater than or equal to 147. Putting my numbers maybe sideways would help. Not the easiest thing to do. Okay, I'm going to put a closed dot at 147. Because of the equal signs, why I put a closed dot. X is greater than, I go to the right. Okay. You have multiple worksheets from the last week or two that you can look through other than the study guide. Hopefully this helps you out. Good luck.